everyone, I'm Dr. Danita, and welcome to Baggage Claim, Unpack Your Bags with Dr. Danita. If you missed any of the episodes from season 1 or 2, they're all uploaded on my YouTube channel, and this would be a good time to play catch up. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can also follow me on Instagram and like my Facebook page. All of that information is below. Guess what? Season 3 is around the corner. And backed by popular demand, the topic is deal breakers. That's relationship deal breakers. And we're going to ask the question, do you know your breaking point? As a licensed marriage and family therapist, I work with many couples who I think should have broken the deal day one or should have never gotten into the deal. And then I work with some who are trying to break deals that are workable. And so we're going to talk about various topics that people may view as deal breakers, and we'll ask the question, deal or no deal? Kids, deal or no deal? Addictions, deal or no deal? Or are all addictions equal? You have alcohol, drugs, gambling, food addictions, shopping addictions, porn addictions. And so deal or no deal? Submission, to submit or not to submit? That is the question, deal or no deal. So you don't want to miss this season 3 deal breakers. I'm looking forward to joining with you. So go ahead and like and share with all of your family and friends, and join me now. Baggage Claim, Unpack Your Bags with Dr. Danita. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Baggage Claim, Unpack Your Bags with Dr. Danita. As you come in, come on, we're going to do what we do. Come in, like and share. Don't forget to like and share. Give those thumbs ups. Give the hearts. If you are a fan, go ahead and post in the feed, I'm a fan. If you're new tonight, let us know where you're viewing from. As you can see, I have, well, you don't know that they're amazing, but I know them, so I think that I have an amazing panel tonight. And so before we get started, though, don't forget, like and share. If you have not caught any of the previous episodes, if you're new, go ahead and head over to my YouTube channel, Dr. Danita Thompson, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of the episodes going forward. And so we're in our Deal Breakers series. This is season 3, and we're talking about deal breakers. And I didn't really say this in any of the other episodes, but some of our episodes may be entertaining, and I think tonight's one of those. Some of them may be entertaining, but what we don't want you to do is miss the underlying messages or the messages that you could take away. The bottom line is relationships are serious, and people be getting into relationships, yikes, with the consequences of devastation, all kinds of headaches, all kinds of frustrations, and I mean, just and then ending up possibly in separating and having or divorce or whatever. And so we don't want you to miss the messages that are coming across. I am a marriage and family therapist, and so relationships are very, very important to me. So tonight, we're talking about the deal breaker. Is it a deal breaker if he doesn't have or she doesn't have the gold? Is it a deal breaker if he or she doesn't have the goals? Gold digger or gold digger? That is the question. So we're going to welcome our panel tonight. We have a panel of millennials and Gen Zers, young millennials and Gen Zers. So we're going to hear their perspective. And there was a video posted earlier, and so if you didn't get an opportunity to interact with that, go ahead and do that after this live. But we're going to start with the introductions, and we have with us tonight Tori Wilson. Hey. And we have Samuel Mayowa. I asked him, how shall I introduce you? And he didn't really say, so I'm giving all the names that I know
All of the
of
above.
him. All righty. And we have Kiara tonight. And we have Danny joining us tonight.
What's going on?
And Kalina. All right, and so we're going to get started with our topic. And so just to, give a little bit of, everybody kind of has a definition of a gold digger versus a gold digger. But when we think about gold diggers, we're talking about those who are in it for the money and looking for the resources that will make their lives quite comfy. And usually it's referred to women. Women usually carry the title more so than a man, but from my studies and been reading, I hear that men are going for the gold too these days, so we're going to talk about that. And then when we look at gold diggers, those are the people who are looking for someone that brings something to the relationship as it relates to the future, and that they know what they want their future to look like, and they are actively pursuing that. All right? So, my first question is, what do you consider the gold? Like, what kind of figures does one have to present in order for it to be considered that they got gold?
I think anything outside of your tax bracket probably would be probably like six figures.
Six figures?
Like 500 to a million, yeah, annual.
500 to a million annual would be
Minimum.
Minimum.
Obviously. But I feel like that can be viewed as gold.
You got the gold.
Yeah.
At least $500,000 for sure. I think is the goal. Is the goal.
Oh, y'all?
Yeah.
Hold on, bro. Do y'all think that y'all got gold? Because y'all talking about...
It's a different question. Answer the
We're
question.
asking you to define, like, what is the
He's asking about the
We're
figure.
just defining the figures.
What figure is
For
gold?
saying,
me,
that's
I'm not a millennial. I'm not a Gen Zer. I am a baby boomer, and I want to know what you all in your age category think the gold is.
Hey, bro, you might have to go before me.
I think for me, it would depend where I am in life. So like right now, at the moment, gold to me, we could easily be 100K because I'm not at a position where 500K is gold, but so can 100K, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like it would, so like if I get to the point where I'm making 100K, then 500K might be gold to me.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like anything that takes your lifestyle to the next level, like I feel like that's gold. It's like subjective, but anything that takes you from where you at to where the next place is, that's a gold.
So my goal is not your gold, and your gold is not my gold, and whatever it's from your gold perspective.
Yeah.
Correct.
like, the next level?
The next level.
I was saying in regards to like what would be considered gold digging. So it's like us right now, like that's outside of not our reach, but like where we're at right now. So
Yeah.
that would look as we're gold digging if we're trying to pursue somebody that has that amount.
Right. Do you think that? Go ahead.
No,
Sorry,
I
go
was going to say, me and Kiara are agreeing right now. I'm kind of surprised about that. But I definitely agree that it's just like whatever is like higher from where I'm at would be considered my goal in terms of like, what I consider to be gold digging or whatever the case is. If I'm only going out to people who got, 100, I don't got 100 right now. So that's like gold digging if you're only looking at that. So, or that's like gold. That's what I would consider to be gold, whatever is more than what I got.
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier that women typically have been the ones who have been viewed as gold diggers. And so when I was, I always, kind of like do preparation and see, what direction I want to go with these lives. And so I was reading and was reminded, it's not like I didn't know this, but I was reminded that prior to way back in history, men who were about to, pursue marriage, the whole concept of the whole dowry thing, and men would get a dowry, and so men back then were looking for the biggest dowry that they could get, right? So it was actually before women got the title of being gold diggers. Would you not consider a man looking for the biggest dowry that he could get a gold digger? It wasn't until the Great Depression, actually, that women started pursuing men for the resources that they had. But it wasn't from a negative perspective. It was really because they were trying to get sustenance for life. They were looking to be taken care of because they were still living at home, being a burden to their parents. There's a Great Depression, and at that time, men were the ones with the jobs. So,
yeah, that's cute for 90 years ago, but that's just not the case. Like that just hasn't always translated to that same reality today. Like now, a lot of women are out here, like they're using men to get a platform. Like, man, if I get a child with this, or I get a baby with him, if I get da with him, then I could take off and my life can start because I jumped off of what he got. And a lot of women nowadays in culture, we see that.
So is it possible, because we talk about, you all heard of transgenerational issues, things that happen transgenerationally. So if women were pursuing men because of sustenance, or because they needed to be able to survive, and they saw men as because at that time men had the jobs and men ruled the world, right? So if that was their story, and you could also add trauma to this because we're in the Great Depression, right? Or trauma in anything, slavery, whatever, war, trauma is real. And so if the decision, or if the behaviors of the women were based on a trauma-related response, and then transgenerationally, it just kept. Why are you making faces like that? Because then you gonna tell me that psychologically you don't believe in transgenerational issues.
I'm just following. I'm just trying to make sure I'm.
I think that's something to think about, because I feel like if back in the day, women ain't have no space in the workplace, and why? Because men didn't create that space. Okay, we were told by men, you need to stay home and have babies and take care of the home and cook and clean and whatever. And now, transgenerationally, women are looking for men with money.
It's a nice word.
That's a man's fault from way, way, way back in the day, but still a man issue.
Yo, do you hear what you're saying? You about to blame us because y'all don't want to change? That's what we doing?
Wow. Do y'all want to change?
Y'all blaming us?
Do y'all want to change?
Y'all blaming us because we
change what?
Y'all don't want to
that narrative.
Change?
So
okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's a different time where we have so many opportunities now. It's like we have no reason to depend on men. So it's like, why? It was okay. I can understand why they did it back then. They didn't have a choice, but we have a choice.
I agree, but I'm just saying that it's worth noting. That's all. But I do agree.
What the thing is, it's not a matter of you necessarily having a choice. When we talk, because people have choices and they still have the trauma effects. The symptoms of trauma are real. I'm not saying that. I'm just throwing this out there as something to think about. There are people that have choices, but if they haven't gotten over their trauma, they don't necessarily make the choices that are, healthy or work for them. So if this is what you have seen from generation to generation to generation, you kind of make choices based on what you have seen,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Whether you have another choice or not.
Yeah, but that's still the wrong choice. You making a wrong choice. You got a choice to pick this or a choice to pick that, and you decided to make the wrong choice. You know, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's cool. You know, you grew up, or the transgenerational trauma that exists there. You know, that's a thing. Cool. Word. Exactly. You can break the curse. You know what I mean? You don't gotta follow this trend.
Is it a curse?
Right. Why is it wrong? Like
I'm sorry. Why is it wrong?
yeah.
Because everybody out here can get money now. You don't gotta sit at the crib and you feel me. Take
But what
care
if
of
I
kids.
wanted to?
No, that's not how this life work no more. That's how it was back in the, like you said. You were saying
How you gonna tell me how my
back
life
in
should
the
work?
day. No, I'm not saying that's like you feel me. You gotta do. I'm just saying like that's not what's ideal now. Back in the day, like yeah, y'all don't really have this option. Y'all don't have a choice. So of course y'all gonna do this. Now y'all got a choice. Get up. And not even saying like get up, because taking care of the kids and you feel me, taking care of the household, that's huge. That's heavy. Like that's priceless. But at the same time, it's like, all right, if you want to go get money, how you finna get this money?
But if I don't want to go get money, or if I
Word,
want to
so
stay
then-
home and raise my kid,
That means that
Is that
You-
an option? Does that make one a gold digger if they want to marry someone who can afford to take care of the entire family and they stay home and be a mom? Does that make them a gold digger?
No.
I don't think that makes them a gold digger. I just think I don't want to.
That's their only goal in life. You have to have your own goals before getting a man and having kids. Like you have to have your own life and your own aspirations. That I don't feel like that should just be your only will in life. I don't know.
to be a
Right.
mother,
And I feel-
You have to.
One of my goals might was to be a mom,
One of
right?
them, yeah.
So if I marry a man and I tell him that I want to raise our kids for the first 5 years, and I would like for him to support us and
Yeah.
do that, I feel like I'm not being a gold digger
No,
by
I'm
taking
saying
care of
before
home
you
stuff.
get with him, be able to provide for your own self.
Oh
not
yeah, like,
just like
I'm not
oh,
a bum prior to meeting
yeah,
him, but I'm saying
living with
once
my
I
friends, I don't have a job.
marry him,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay for me to not have a job.
Have
and
a
he-
life before he gets there.
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
Then it's okay. And then you're not a gold digger because it's like I was
Okay.
cool without you.
Right.
But if you're a bum before you find a man and all you're doing is
Right.
finding a man and not a job, then now you're going to become dependent on him.
I agree.
Now you need
Right,
him, and
right.
he can
I
treat
agree.
you any old type of way.
I agree.
Right.
But I agree.
But feel
Once
like-
I'm married, though, if I want to stay home, I'm gonna do so.
Yeah.
That's cool. But I feel like what makes it a gold digger is when you try to play him out like you love him and you bout him and you ride and you down and all you want is the money. It's the mentality,
Yeah.
right? And then you get a baby and you dip.
Yeah.
That's what makes you a gold digger.
Yeah,
Is the
I
mentality you trying to play him out.
agree.
And that's what we see all the time.
Word. I like
I
that
agree.
because I don't think you're a gold digger just because you want to stay at the crib. Because again, like raising my family is very important. Like that's not something that you can put a price on. But at the same time, it's like you were saying, if the person you're dealing with don't got the mindset of trying to like help you reach your goals. Like even if you taking care of the kids at the crib, I come home and I got an idea, or we like bouncing like ideas off each other, whatever the case is. Like as long as you contributing to the money coming in, you don't even got to be making no real money. As long as you helping me get to it, then that's cool. I don't really consider you a gold digger at that point, but aside from that, yeah, bro, you're a wildin'.
So the comments I can't keep up with. They're coming in. They are coming in.
What are some of them?
Well, the one of the last ones, women are looking for security, but the love. But the love of money is the root of all evil.
Amen.
So, do you like? Wait, what's this saying? Do you like or lust?
Do you
like or lust?
what? Do I like or less what though?
That's all it said.
While dating, like that's the
Do
question. Like while dating, are you? Yeah.
Well, they'll have to come back on and give us
Word.
more.
Do I like or
Okay,
less what?
so
Though?
so then the conversation about staying home and being a mom, it says that needs to be a conversation that should be had well before marriage so that you are both on the same page. Absolutely, I agree.
Amen.
And to be a mother is a great gift to society.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's very, very, it's not well looked upon in our country, but it is a
Yep.
precious gift to society. Yeah.
Here's my question. So, if you in a certain tax bracket, you making more money than your spouse, your partner. How do you know that they're really there for you? What's the process of understanding like you're not gold digging if they outside the bracket, or are you only gonna pursue people who are in your same compatible bracket? That makes sense?
I don't know. I don't know how you figure that out.
Counseling?
Because
Or do we just sign the prenup?
I'm not doing that.
No.
Sign the prenup.
Oh,
I'm not signing
okay,
the prenup.
why not?
That's a different
I'm not
conversation.
Okay, why not?
Wait, that's
Why
a different
not?
conversation.
Okay, that
You're
will
planning for your
take us.
divorce.
Wasn't
That's a
one of the
different conversation.
questions,
For your divorce.
but
all right, we're going to slow our roll right
Yeah,
there. We're gonna
let's
our
slow
roll.
down. Let's slow
it
down.
wasn't one of the
Combo.
questions. But I don't know if it shouldn't have been if we're talking about gold digging.
That's a
Word,
good, that's a
because
good question.
what
Yeah.
reason would you have to not sign a prenup?
What you say?
What reason would you have to not sign a prenup?
You're planning for your divorce.
No, that's not planning for you. I think
I think
that's
part of it.
Okay,
I
who
wanted to
thinks
plan for your
on
divorce.
the
We gotta
live
vote?
that signing a prenup is planning for a divorce?
I do.
I don't
I
want-
think by signing a prenup, you literally saying like we might not work out, and
Yeah.
I'm taking everything I got with me.
Exactly.
I mean,
So that's
not
literally
planning
for your
for it.
divorce.
That's literally
That's
like,
literally against everything a marriage is supposed to be.
nah. I don't
Everything
think,
you say at the altar.
I can understand y'all feeling that way, right? Because that was good. Because at the altar you do say to death do us part, sick
For
and
better,
whatever,
for
all that,
worse.
right? Cool, but that don't always happen, bro. It don't always happen. So if a person say, "Hey, bro, I got 100 million, you got 100,000, you got to sign this prenup," because again, for me to know that at this point, it's not just about like love. It's not just about this feeling no more. I got $100 million. It's people that out here that didn't got divorces and they didn't sign a prenup, and half of their money is gone because of like whatever took place. Granted, those people has been married for like 50, 40 years, whatever the case is. So I think in those situations, it's kind of like warranted because you kind of help this person get to that. But if I got the money prior to you, how you not gonna tell me you finna sign a prenup? You don't got nothing to do with this money I got. And if we, especially if I don't know, if I'm not, well, then you don't got no business getting married. But
Exactly. And that's the thing.
if I'm,
If you don't know,
word, I could.
You ain't got no
you shouldn't marry them.
So
you don't know.
the comment is a prenup agreement is simply a plan pre-marriage. It should entail money, especially if you have assets that are that you had way before the spouse.
Word, if I put money in something 10 years before I met you, and I got it's $100 million in this joint, I'm finna split that with you too.
Yes.
But I'm saying like you shouldn't.
The goal when you get married, you become one. So everything
true.
that you
I believe
have
that.
is.
But I'm saying this. I'm saying this.
It don't seem
Are
like
I'm
you
saying
really
this,
believing
I'm
that?
saying this in response to what bro said about like, how do you know if the person
When
is a
you
gold
get
digger or not?
married, you're getting married saying, "I'm willing to give all to you, everything that I have."
That is true though. I mean, that is what it say when you get married. That is definitely what it say.
So just take that one to think about.
When
Yeah.
y'all say that y'all won't sign a prenup, are y'all saying in regards to if he presented the prenup to you, like if he has all the money and he's presented it to you, or do you feel the same way even if the roles were reversed?
Yeah, both ways. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make my husband sign one, and I'm not gonna sign one.
That's how I think of it. 'Cause I'm
The
like,
principle is the principle.
Yeah.
The real question is, am I gonna marry somebody who ain't got no assets if I got a whole bunch?
Exactly.
But then why would it be okay if he did it the other way around?
What you mean?
Like, you know what I mean? If the roles were reversed, like, why? So it's the argument online where it's like, okay, are guys? It's.
What you're saying
yeah,
is,
you know what I'm saying?
if she's not going to marry anyone that doesn't have the assets, why would they marry?
Yeah, thank you.
That's a question for them.
for
I don't
them.
know. I do not disagree with men marrying other women with assets.
So let's go there, because statistics are saying that 4 out of 10 men are looking for women who have assets. They have come out of college, they have a lot of bills, they want someone to help them to cover those bills. Can you respect a man knowing that they are looking for you to have the assets?
if they have some too.
And wait.
They
Let
have
me
some
add
also.
to it. Also, men do know that statistically speaking, the income for women is rising, like rising.
As it should.
Yeah.
As it should.
And I think because of that, I wouldn't feel no type of way that men are looking for women with assets. It's not the way it used to be anymore. Women do make money now. Women do have their own assets now. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Well, let me go back because this is good. So someone said, if you're skeptical before marriage, then don't put the ring on the finger.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Blue.
That's good right there.
Yeah, that's not even a
Absolutely.
word.
Period.
Yeah, I think it's back to what we were talking about. I think it's okay for men to pursue women with assets. What I don't think is okay is the attitude. Like, what are you bringing to the table financially? Like, where your half at? That's the attitude that don't sit right with me. You know?
Why not?
So you're okay with making more than your partner? It's just.
Because that's essentially what we're saying.
It's just
That's not
that
what I
they
was
should
saying.
come with a better attitude.
No, that's not what I was
That's
saying.
not what you're saying. Okay.
No.
Wait,
I know for sure that's not what Kiara was saying.
that's what you were saying. I was like, really? If he has all this debt, he's looking for you.
Dead. Wait.
Oh, that's
So
different.
that
That's
was
a different
good.
question.
It was 4 out of 10 men are now seeking women who have the gold
Okay.
because they want someone to help them clear up their debt.
Oh, I didn't hear that part of the question.
No.
See, I
Did
heard
not hear that
that.
part of the
I missed
question.
that part.
I heard that, but I thought, okay, I knew what you were saying.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part of the question.
But-
I thought literally just men pursuing women who have something, who aren't, they don't have to literally, have some established, and what I was saying off of that, without that half of the question, what I was saying was that while I think it's okay to pursue a woman with goals and assets and whatever, achievements and all that stuff, I don't think the attitude should ever be like, where your half at.
You mean is it like
Nah.
you don't agree with that like at first? Cause like what if it's like a thing like shorty keep trying to say, oh no, you got it this month type of thing like.
Well,
I know you make money. Like, what you mean you got it? Like, if we living in this house together and we agree, hey, we finna be doing X, Y, Z. Yes, ma'am.
Are you
if we living in this house, hold on.
Wait,
I'm-
what are you saying?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait, whoa, what's going on?
Wait,
Don't.
let him finish.
While y'all heard what Karan said earlier, please.
Yes.
So, I'm saying if there's an agreement that was made or whatever is going on, and
What's the
we
agreement?
say, hold on, and we say that we finna be doing this, whatever the case is, whatever that is over there, we finna be doing that. There's a portion for you, there's a portion for me. And because you said that, where your half at? And I'm thinking, oh, she talking about paying whatever, right? So if you say you finna pay for something, I say I'm finna pay for something, and you don't pay it, and you keep saying, oh, I got it, you got it. After a while, I was like, yo, bro, where your half at?
Yeah, my thing is, how do I
Asking
put
me to
this?
pay half is nothing.
Yeah,
Asking me to pay half is the thing.
Say it again?
I don't agree with the this my part, this your part to begin with.
Yeah. Same.
Okay.
I agree.
It's all of our.
If we're together, all of our money should go in one pot and we should pay bills that way. However,
So the
still
debt
the
is
attitude,
shared and the
everything is shared.
finances are shared. 'Cause
Still
that
the
was the
attitude,
question.
still the attitude from the man shouldn't be where you half at. If I ever decide to pull out because I want to raise kids or whatever, like that all is now you.
Hold on. Say it.
And I would
Okay.
agree.
I feel that.
I
I
agree.
feel that.
I think I need you to say that again.
Okay, what part?
Yeah, like the last like 15 seconds.
Okay, so I'm saying while
There you go. Right
we
there.
put it all together, right? We put all our money together or whatever. It's still not my responsibility to pay bills, in my opinion.
Okay, word. You mean like
So if I ever
Like-
wanted to pull out for any reason, like I don't want to work right now, and let's use the reason for the kids because that's my reason. Like
Word.
if I ever wanted to pull out to raise kids, it's always been your responsibility. But I was working, so why wouldn't I pay bills?
so when you say that it's not your part to pay bills, you mean like in terms of like going out and physically going to wherever I gotta pay to pay it, or you mean like you don't got nothing
Like
to do with it?
contributing.
Yeah, like you mean like you don't got nothing to do with it, or you mean like
I
you don't want
really
to you don't want to see the like because you saying we in the same pot, right? So are you saying like you don't want to see it, but our money in the same pot, and so you like dude just go take care of it, or you saying like yo, I don't got nothing to do with this? Like are you saying this don't got nothing to do with me? You just take care of it. Or are you saying
I'm
like,
saying the responsibility of providing for a family financially should fall on the man.
Absolutely.
But if we're both working, I don't think that a woman should be like, I'm not paying no bills. I'm not whatever.
So
but
she's
it shouldn't be
saying
her
that her money
responsibility.
shouldn't just be pocketed as if she's irresponsible and
Right.
not sharing in the responsibility. But if at any time, this is from Kiara's perspective, at any time when she feels that she doesn't want to work for, I'm thinking there's a reason.
the baby?
It doesn't have
Yeah,
to be a
we use the word
reason
these
or
kids,
have a
yeah.
child. That she should be able to, Kiara gets that from her, the model of her parents. Because at any time, if I wanted to pull out, my husband would say, I got this.
Robert ain't never asked her for no half, ever.
Same.
It's not that I wouldn't give and give more than half. At the time, right now, I'm giving more than half. But at any time, if I wanted to pull out, that's just the way it was. And he would respect that pull out and do what he had to do to make sure that his family was taken care of.
Amen.
That's
So
what I think
Kiara's taking
responsibility.
that
That's how it should be, I
from
think.
the model that she has seen.
Amen.
So Karan, you want to. There's a lot going on here that I can't even keep up with.
Spicy.
I can't even keep up with.
This comment came from somebody that's at the show. It said, if all the men are marrying up, are women supposed to be trending down or marrying down? Is that a thing? I think that's kind of disrespectful, but a question that needs answering.
If all the men are marrying up, should the women be marrying down? Is that what you said?
Can you explain? Can you elaborate?
Well, it was in response.
For the first time, we have audience participation.
We're setting a trend today.
So it was in response to somebody else's comment. The comment said something along the lines of, men need to marry up because these debts aren't going to pay themselves, something like that. And I said, well, if all men are marrying up, then women are marrying down. Make it make sense.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Like the men that are trying to marry up
We
are
don't-
basically like
I ain't
down
holding on to my man
and
on the
moving
comments
on.
though. That wasn't my
Word.
comment. But I will say this though. I think there is an attitude that you're marrying up just because of how much money you got. That don't mean that you marrying up necessarily.
Come on.
That don't mean you marrying up. Yeah, you got the money, but your attitude trash. You petty. I can't
Facts.
talk to you, and you not smart.
But
You know
can we
what I'm
also
saying?
talk
Talk to
about
you, know
the
what
big
I'm
thing.
saying?
I
their
can't talk to you.
spending habits? Even though they may make more, they may be spending even more than they're making. And so you think that you're
Facts.
getting a bag, and you really got more debt than you came into the relationship with.
Exactly, and that's the real T. So the reality is, yeah, like you could have the bag, but yeah, there's places that the other spouse or the partner can have that compensates in the other area where you lack. So it's not even just all about, you know what I mean?
And their debts and credit score and all that, that's a conversation before we even getting into marriage, because that's arguments that is going to happen in the marriage that I'm definitely going to avoid. Yes.
You
Karan.
got another one?
Because I wanted to ask this before, right? Okay, so I hear you. That's a good conversation to have. But let's say you don't have this conversation right away because you're uncomfortable with it, but yet this man has a plan, has acknowledged his past that has messed up his financial situation right now. Not in a good financial situation right now, but has a brain on him. You know these streets is whack the way you've been dating. You know the dating is whack, but he got everything. He got the mentality, he got the grind. He does not have the bag. Doesn't even have more of the bag than you do, but he does have a plan. Are we rocking or are we not?
If he has the ambition and he's actually working in his path, then yeah, I would give him the time of day, and I would help him get to where he needs to be. But if I see that you're not putting in the work, goodbye.
The putting in the work
I agree.
part is it. You can have goals, but if you ain't working towards them, you just dreaming.
Exactly.
Right?
And you gotta go, because now you're a liability.
Ooh.
That's it.
because it's that part.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I said something earlier that I don't know how I feel about it. My God. And I completely and wholeheartedly respect the pulling out at any moment comment. Completely respect it. But is this just like pulling out because you feel like it? Cause this one girl, right? Sorry. Just about to go down memory lane. Not memory lane, cause she wasn't my girl. Or
You got
like
trauma?
That. No. She don't got nothing to do with me. I don't even, you feel me? I don't even know girl last name, so she don't really got nothing to do with me. But we was talking about relationships one day, and this girl said out her mouth that she don't feel like she should ever have to pay for nothing in a relationship. And she was dead serious. Like, I'm a woman, I'm a girl, I shouldn't have to pay for nothing. I pay for enough already. I gotta get my hair, my nails, I shouldn't have to pay for nothing. I'm like, yo, bro, are you crazy? What are you talking about right now? You think that you shouldn't have to pay for nothing because you a girl? That don't make no sense to me. Now, I'm only correlating that back to the pulling out at any moment. Is this just because of like, yo, you tired right now, or like
that.
because of? Honestly, I don't want you to answer because
that.
I don't feel like I can't rebuttal nothing you say. I don't really want to.
I'll answer. Let me give mine. So when the conversation is had as to what kind of lifestyle you want, and two people make a decision as to the lifestyle they want, and if the lifestyle calls for the two incomes, then I believe pulling out is irresponsible, right? But even if we talked about this and there may be a season or something that I may be going through, usually for the man will say, no matter what I'm going through, I'm going to hang in there. But they'll say, from my generation, they'll say to their wife, if they see their wife being, overwhelmed, even if we establish this together, they see their wife maybe overwhelmed or, in a stressful season of life or having a child, whatever. The conversation can be had that, you know what, I think I just need a break from this job, or I need a break from, I just need to regroup, or not just irresponsibly saying I done had this and I'm done.
You know what? I'm glad that you did answer that, because that was really good for me.
But what I'm saying is there are men these days that the conversation can't even be had. That's a problem. For me, anyway.
So would you guys be okay with, we're prioritizing black men, mental health and all that. Would you guys be okay if your man came to you and said, listen, I'm in a dark season. I need to take time off.
I'm okay with that. I'd be
yeah.
okay with that. Perfectly fine with that.
I would.
Kiara, are you okay with that?
Of course, I'm not gonna kill my husband over a check. Like,
Hold on,
no.
Mama, you was about to say something?
Well, I'm just saying that I
Uh-oh.
got a husband that said, I'm ready to retire. And, he wasn't 65. He wasn't age ready to retire, but he had put in a lot of years, and the job wasn't treating him well in terms of his emotional health. And I was like, I'm doing well. I got this.
Oh, shoot.
And she's doing well because he worked 30 years on a job he had.
And that permitted me to take lesser employments, part-time employments, so that I could continue to do what I needed to do to get to where I am now. So it's a.
I like this.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at all. I actually completely agree with this now. Only in the light of like,
So I can retire early, say less.
In the light of like, in terms of like mental health or whatever the case is, because my girlfriend is actually a nurse, and she be having days where it's like, she's having no worst day, and if I could, I would like, all right, well, just don't work for the like next couple months, whatever, and just chill for a little bit, because it's like, I don't want you to continually have to deal with this every day or every 3 days, like whatever the case is. So if I'm in a space, if I'm in a space financially where I can like provide for her to be like, I'm gonna just chill for a little bit, then cool. Then you get back on your feet whenever you cool, and then we go for it. So I'm not mad.
And
at
whatever
that.
decision is made, I mean, there's probably sacrifices that have to be made. When I said that, you know, I want to pull back, when I had Kiara, I didn't want to go back to work right away, and I was a teacher, so I was making money, and so I don't want to go back. I want to stay home, and so what do? We sold a car. We stayed one car. I was willing to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and drive him to the train with that one car and pick him up in the afternoon with that one car. You know, you're willing to make the sacrifices that it calls for.
Yo, marriage is crazy.
That's heavy.
It's that.
That's heavy.
Yo,
That's it.
that's a beautiful thing though.
That's heavy.
That's the dynamic duo right there.
That's heavy.
5 o'clock every morning. Holy smokes!
You gotta do it.
Word. Jeez.
That's interesting. It's crazy though, like saying like as a man, I feel like honestly, I would never tell my wife, babe, I need some time off from the job. I feel like I would never come to her like that. Like that's how I'm raised, how I come from. Like I feel like I'm working regardless. Like I feel like that's just like my mentality. Like as men, like wherever is happening, wherever's going on, we trucking through it. Like,
well, does that make you feel less than a man if you said that? Or if you suppose you needed time to take away and figure something else out, and she could do it, does it make you feel less of a man to pull back?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I feel like if I search myself, maybe you could see that, but I wouldn't even, from that mentality, I wouldn't even say it like that. That's not even my mindset. It's just, I'm working, like I'm here. Like I'm like, even what you guys are saying, Kiara saying what you saying, if you guys want to pull out, then the man's going to be there and working. My family, the same situation. My mom wanted to step out. She didn't want to work. Father made it happen. Mom is just making double and triple what he's making. But there were times where she wasn't working, but he always was. And so that's just the mentality how I grew. Like, it don't matter how much he make, it don't matter how much moms make, dad's always going to have it. And it don't matter, and even if it's a little bit, dad's always going to have it. And that's just how I saw it. You know what I mean?
You just said, like, you wouldn't feel comfortable coming to her and telling her that, but I feel like as your wife, like, she should be your safe place where you should feel comfortable to tell her that. And if you're not comfortable to be vulnerable with her, then you shouldn't be with her.
Oh, we can have a conversation about how I'm feeling, but me not working?
So go to work.
Maybe you can hear my heart, but me not working. That's a whole different conversation.
Yo, so what if she offered that to you though? Like, what if she said, yeah, I feel me, I see that work is taking a toll on you, and you out here, you know what I'm saying, you're not the same no more, you don't laugh the same, you know what I'm saying, you don't wear the same clothes no more. And she, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, same clothes every day, you know what I'm saying, you don't get fly no more, date nights is not as lit no more. And she's like, yo, just take some time off, for me, I got it. And she like pressing the issue, like, yo, bro, stay home.
Like, what if it's affecting your marriage?
That's a good conversation. Then we gotta switch jobs. And the job ain't working. You know?
I'm still gonna be working, but you work my job, I work yours.
What? You switch it up.
That's a good joint. To answer the question,
that's a good scenario though.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah, because at that point it's like, dang, what do you do? She telling you, hey, bro, this is not helping our marriage, so you stop here and I continue here to make it work. Then it's like, dang, you gotta do what's right for your marriage. And to answer the question that you asked, Mom, I think for me, I would definitely feel less of a man if I'm like, yo, I don't want to work right now. Take the role. Like, hold on, bro, what? That don't even sound right. Like, especially my parents, like seeing my parents, like my dad, everybody's like, yo, bro, there's no way I could. How? Where would that even have came from in my mind to say, hey, I don't want to work this month, next 2 months, I'm a little stressed. To me, it don't make sense. I see my dad do it through everything, like he never stopped. Right. So like, who am I to come up and say, oh yeah, nah, this month is I'm a little hurt emotionally. Like nah, it don't make sense.
So it, like stay-at-home dads, is that like not a thing?
Not for me. Not for me. I'm not mad at dudes who do it neither though.
Oh, you say you're not?
Yeah, I'm not mad if somebody, if somebody else decide to do that. I'm not, especially if your girl on a supermodel or something like that, she making all the bread, like yo, and you want to help with the kids or like whatever the case is. Men
don't help with the kids. Men are dads. The word help is, I'm struggling with that right now.
Hold on, I need to hear this.
What you mean?
No, he's saying like help with the kids,
As
like
if they're not his kids.
as if they're not yours.
Oh,
And then give them back
That-
when she get home.
word. Okay, word. Well, be a dad.
That's better.
If I want to be a stay-at-home dad, if you want to be a stay-at-home dad, I'm not tripping over that. I don't think that's like the worst scenario. But it's like not heard of for me, at least. Like I know some people that, you feel me, that's not opposed to it, but it's like I don't know if I can ever see myself staying at the crib and my wife come home. I'm like, hey babe, how was work? And I'm been at the crib all day. Like, yo, what am I doing? I gotta have some type of business or something that I'm working on at the crib. I can't just be at the house like not doing nothing.
Like no income.
Word, like nah, I'm not contributing at all. I'm gonna feel like I'm one of your kids too. I'm gonna feel like I'm just big bro to these kids. I'm not gonna feel like a dad. So for me at least, I gotta be, you feel me, some type of money gotta be rolling in. I gotta be taking care of son outside of my kids. That's just, yeah.
All right, let's shift. Intellect over income. So, from 0 to 10, how important is intellect?
A million.
Okay. From 0 to 10, okay, yeah. How important is the established income?
I said nah. You get that one like you in a bad season, and then holler at me when you get out of it. If you're down, if we're already talking and that happens, okay, then that's one thing. But don't approach me if you're down, because your focus shouldn't be on finding a girl. Your focus should be on getting your life together.
Ron said something earlier about if dude got a plan already. So that only work if y'all already like solidified.
Already together.
So if dude got a plan and all that, it don't matter at first. Word, it don't really matter.
No, because now you're taking away from the plan by entertaining me. I don't want to hang out. I want you to go pick up extra shift at work.
From 0 to 10, how important is ambition?
A million.
Yeah, that's the number.
Suppose you could only have one.
Yeah, that's the part.
Ambition.
So
Wait, what was the first one again?
Ambition,
so income,
intellect.
intellect, ambition, and income.
I think intellect and ambition. This is me cheating.
I said
but
one.
I think
Only one.
word. What the heck?
I'm going ambition because I feel like if you got ambition, you can learn, you can grow in knowledge, you can grow in intellect, and you can also grow with your bag. Like you
That's a
can get
fact.
more money
I
if
agree.
you have the ambition. I feel like
agree
the
with that.
ambition is driving force for both of those things.
Agreed.
We in agreement.
Agreed.
Wow,
Agreed.
everybody agree.
All right.
We all agree.
Amen. We thank
We all
God.
agree.
So, Karan, were there any other comments that needed to be highlighted? Because they like just rolling in. I really can't keep up.
One said, I wish my child's father would say some nonsense like that. I'm trying to figure out
Hold on,
what
what's,
she's talking
yeah, please, hey, please,
Pride by staying
please,
home.
please, yeah, inspired by staying home.
I
Word,
wish
probably
my
will.
child's father would say some nonsense. Oh, help the help.
kid.
So, dudes stay home. See, look, I told you that's not normal.
No. The word help.
Word help.
Oh, the word help is really what's with. Dang, I didn't know that was a bad.
Okay.
Dang, that's crazy. I did not even think that was like a.
That's
Well, it
because
makes
a
sense
lot
though
of men
because
think
it's like,
that way.
Yeah.
they do make sense. 'Cause what you mean help, boy? These is your kids.
Or they say, I got to babysit tonight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
gotta
just
help.
giving y'all some tips.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
I gotta help with the kids is mad disrespectful.
Like, you think about it.
Yo, that is crazy. Yeah, I gotta go help with these kids. Like what? Damn, that's crazy.
Any other comments?
Oh wow.
Somebody said we need a do-over. Put me on the next episode.
Who that?
That's Latoya Brigman.
Yeah, bring Latoya on. You don't have.
Another comment said we should normalize.
Yeah, come get the mic.
Another comment by a good brother named Karan Thompson said, we should normalize being financially savvy enough as men to take the time off of work. That way you don't have to feel no type of way when it's time for you to sit down because you are able to look at your own money in the bank and say, I have enough for us to sit down as a group. We don't do that. We live in paycheck to paycheck, and so then it's falling on the man
Talk
to have to
heavy.
keep continuing. But if
That's
we get
good.
financial savvy enough, savings, stocks, bonds, all those things, like Do a financial analysis. Okay, in 6 months, I'll have enough to take off work for 3 months. But we don't think like that. We think paycheck to paycheck, and now it's on you and it's on your shoulders and it's heavy that you're going to have to take off 3 months of work and ain't got no money. And
I think that's
we don't
good.
think we don't think well enough like that. Not now, but we gonna normalize it though.
Amen to that. That's good, bro. I think you should teach a class on that. Because I don't think a lot of people even think like that. Like you said, like the whole check to check. Everybody, it's not a lot of people who like, that's rare, bro. I feel like that might have been the first time I might have ever heard that concept before. They were like, I make enough money for these 3 months. For the next 2 months, I'm good. I don't got to work.
I feel like it would be perfect to like the husband's it all goes into a pot, but you pay your bills, and then the wife's income is going towards investments and stuff like that. I feel like that would be ideal.
That's if you have made a decision to live beneath your everybody lives above their means. If you choose to live beneath your means, then you could have somebody's income going in for investment. But if you live in it, you look at what you make and you say, okay, we can have this, and every single dime has to go to your living expenses, then there's not going to be any extra. And the paycheck to paycheck, it's only going to take one person's paycheck not to come. Yeah. But when Karan was talking about budgeting, investing, and planning, I heard this clip. This guy was talking about how he told a girl that she wanted to go to some restaurant, and he told her that at that moment it wasn't in the budget, and they were dating. And he said that he could plan for it for the next month, but for this month it wasn't in the budget. What are your thoughts about that?
I'll marry him.
Yeah.
You said that part.
They said they'll marry him.
Great head on his shoulders, and that is amazing.
Can you say that question again, please?
What do you think we
I
are?
cannot.
Right, what?
You don't think they're telling the truth?
I ain't been around this environment a little bit.
I think we gold diggers.
I think, okay, well,
They were defining gold diggers, but they didn't say they were one. So I don't know if they.
I'm not accusing nobody of doing it. I'm just saying the question I thought.
Wait, give him the mic.
The answer I thought was going to take place after the question didn't take place. So I'm just kind of shocked. Maybe I didn't hear the question right. That's why I'm asking her to repeat the question.
The question was.
The
guy was
scenario.
dating, and the girl wanted to go to a specific restaurant. He said, that is not in the budget this month, but I can plan for it next month. And these girls said, I'm marrying him because it means that he's responsible.
It means I'm going to be able to be off work if I want to because he know how to handle his money.
What you thinking?
So there, you feel the same way? Yo, this is good. I like this though. I'm saying I just didn't. For me,
I don't like the judgment.
No, I think.
I feel like you don't believe us.
I'm not gonna lie. When I know first was said, that's why I asked her to say it again, because I thought maybe y'all didn't hear the question right, so y'all just said yeah. But this is beautiful. I like this. I like that y'all feel
What
this
you
way.
thought we was gonna
I think
say?
a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I think a little bit of social media has tainted my perspective on
okay.
women's decisions pertaining to relationships. Because if we put this question on somebody's story in here, it ain't gonna be the same response on
I think
Instagram.
it would be. I think it would be.
Y'all
I've
think
seen
if
the video and I've seen the comments under the video.
Did the guy say that the girl left?
Yes.
Yeah, he did,
Yeah.
right?
He
the girl stopped dealing with
Yeah.
him? Come on, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? It's not. That's not. That's why when I say yeah, I'm like, bro, did she say something that I missed? How is it that y'all still feel like y'all were married? I love it though.
I think, well, I'm an accounting and finance major, so that would just turn me on because I'm just like, what? Like, excuse me, I don't have to budget for you? Like, usually men don't even know how to budget. So,
But also, he ain't say no. He just said not yet.
exactly.
He said next month.
So
Yeah, so y'all couldn't go anywhere.
the heart posture is still there. He still wants to take me there, but he just said I just got put in the budget. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Do you think, though, that your response is typical?
For a mature adult, yes. I don't think this. I think like what Sam said.
Danny don't believe you.
I think like what Sam said. That social media definitely. Yeah, like what y'all are talking about is girls we see on social media who probably are dating bums anyway. So And that's true. That's honest. Everybody get on social media and say what they want to do and what they wouldn't do, blah, blah, blah. But most women would love that. Most women would love that.
Women with substance.
Women want substance. That's good. You got another one? Okay.
Women what substance? Cool. So, there came a comment from Kwaitra Bynum. She said, let's talk about the impact of social media and what that has on your perspectives on relationships, goals, roles, and things of that nature.
Oh, it don't got no. I don't think social media has affected my perspective of like roles or anything like that. I think it's just in terms of. I'm sorry, what?
Well, you were just calling us gold diggers because what you
I
seen on social
didn't
media.
call y'all. I didn't call y'all. No, social media has affected my way that I think girls respond to things. Not that the way I think a relationship should be done. So the way I think, certain things should go. Like even that, I thought that was dope that dude did that. But I didn't think y'all was gonna agree with that. So that's like it has messed up that part. Like thinking that girls would agree with something of that nature. But I don't think social media has like affected how I think my relationship should go. Though I don't be caring about none of these people's relationship. I don't. No, it's cool, but for me, no, not me. No way.
I think it's affected the dating scene though, 100%. I think this whole 50-50 conversation men be having, they only be having it because of what they see on social media. Because they following people like Nick Cannon talking about he should have children with everybody in the world. So I just feel like social media has definitely affected, and I'm talking about men, but it's women too. I'm talking about my perspective in the dating world, dating other men.
I think it may be hard to talk about because you're so affected, you don't know you're affected. People don't know in what ways they're affected. There is no way you can view social media for 6-7 hours a day and not be affected.
No, I agree with that. I don't think I'm not affected. Like I said, I just think my effect is that I don't believe what women be trying to say, like, or like, I don't believe that women would think like a situation like that would be like cool because of what I see on social media. Like in the social media perspective, I would think like, yo, they would probably clown dude, like, what you mean you don't got it this month? Why we can't go right now? That's what I was thinking y'all was finna say because of social media. But so I definitely feel like I've been affected because that was like rare to me that y'all said that. But I don't think I'm like immune to the effect of social media though.
I think it's easier to not be affected when you have like an actual example like in front of you. So like you come from a household where you see like a healthy marriage or whatever, then it's easier to like not pay attention to social media. Yeah.
We have a comment.
What's the comment?
I'm going to state my question again. So, I'm going to state my question again. What is your understanding of a kingdom marriage and how that is lived out today?
That was for me? Like that's for the group.
No, it's for the group.
That's
Oh,
a
okay.
great question.
What is a kingdom marriage?
A kingdom marriage.
I guess in light
Well,
of
she's-
finances.
Yeah, like pertaining to finances or just in general, is she asking?
Well,
I guess we could take it.
Yeah, can we ask? You said her, Pastor Q.
All right.
she gonna get it.
But in the meantime, I want what Keith said I thought was so interesting. I feel like the marriage scene and the dating scene are like two different things. Like, and I think that like in the dating sex scene, that's like the mentality. That's the culture. But you guys were talking like marriage. That was like a whole different response, which is like it's not common. I feel like for a lot of people of the age. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, in reference to what? The dating scene, marriage scene?
About social media.
Social media. In terms of social media and its impact. I feel like that's the social media is really pertinent with the sex dating scene. So that's a similar response, which I feel like we didn't get here, which I think speaks to the mentality of the women who are on the panel. So, yeah, that was dope.
I'm not saying like I thought less though.
Clearly you did.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, that was an easy question. But I think it really just,
I love it.
I feel like we date for marriage, whereas not many people do that.
Yeah, that's true. First of all, nobody even trying to get married anymore these days.
Yeah,
so.
now they just don't even believe in that when their parents have been together for 50 years, and I'm just like, you don't think that marriage is possible? Oh,
Let's talk about it.
Right. Right. So she said just in general because it all works together.
So what is the question?
I'm going to. So she said, "What's your understanding of a kingdom marriage and how it's lived out today?" That's a very important. I mean, so I'll say again that I usually say every week that this is not necessarily a Christian show, but the question was asked, and everybody here is a Christian, so y'all making me nervous.
She just shifted us. But
she shifted you.
Okay. Yeah, she shifted
All right,
us.
we'll take that. She shifted you.
That
was a good save right there.
But I will say that I think we talk about kingdom, we're talking about finances and gold digging. I think, in the natural, a good marriage is you pursuing health in your finances. But I think kingdom at the top, the umbrella, is you're pursuing the Lord. And the Lord and his purposes for your life and for both of your lives together. And how that manifests in your health, how that manifests in your finances, how that manifests in your child raising, how it manifests in all that. But kingdom just means I feel like he is the pursuit. And so it becomes a little bit more deeper than just like we want to have healthy finances, we want to raise good kids.
And who's making the money?
And who's making the money? It's we are joined together, and we do everything together. And I think that's the big difference. I think that's why it's supposed to be Christians have better marriages with that in mind, which that wasn't always the case, but
yeah,
that's not the case, unfortunately. But.
Being a marriage and family therapist, working with a lot of Christians, many people come to the realization of even being brought up in the church, they don't come to the realization of the true definition of marriage until they're in premarital counseling. And so it's like, wow, I didn't even realize that was the purpose of marriage. And so a lot of the things that you all are talking about that join people together and why people seek out other people, it happens in the church too. That's their primary reason and goal for seeking out a mate. Yeah. But that brings me back to the prenup. If you're seeking a kingdom marriage, now we're talking kingdom marriage, and you are literally joining to become one in a covenant, I do believe that saying that if you need to sign this is literally saying this kingdom oneness, that covenant that we're making 10 years down the road may not be a covenant anymore, and so therefore I need to protect. Not, okay, God, I am bringing a lot to this table. This is the one you have for me. I know that we're going to share this a lot for the rest of our life.
I feel like it's kind of like glorifying your assets and your money over your marriage.
That was the word key.
I don't know if I think it's glorifying over the marriage.
Equally, either way.
I think it is like a little back.
So you married to your money?
I mean, I don't think I'm married to the money. I think my money is the reason is a part of why I'm getting married though. Because if I was broke, then I wouldn't be Shorty wouldn't be wanting to marry me. So if I got money now, right, prior to this marriage, then why would I not want to make sure that I have money, even if this joint? Of course, the goal is not for the marriage to not work. Like we all know that. For me, that's like it's not. I don't even want to say last case scenario because it's not even like a scenario in my head, but it happens a lot. So if I know that the reason this girl or a main reason this girl wants to marry me is because I have money,
that's not a kingdom marriage.
Okay.
It would just now we were talking kingdom marriage,
okay,
and so that shouldn't even be part of the equation that somebody wants to marry you because you have money. That doesn't fit the equation of a kingdom marriage or the definition.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you don't want one of those, then sign the prenup.
Word. I agree with it, but I feel like even in kingdom marriages though, like you're not finna marry somebody that's.
It sounds like you're affected by social media.
I think, I think this is effect number 2. This might be effect number 2 right here. I think this is it right here, because I think even if y'all in like a kingdom, perspective or a kingdom, desire, I don't think that you're gonna marry this person if they don't got no money.
This is what I'm gonna tell Samuel Mayowa right now. He said he in a relationship. I'm gonna tell you, make an appointment with the doctor.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of that.
I tell all of y'all, make the appointment before you put that ring on the finger. Because once the ring is on the finger, it's very difficult to say, this is not for us.
Yeah. I'm a fan of that. I like that idea. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna come see you real soon.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
So we're actually over our time, but we still got the comments coming in.
My God, I told you making history today.
Spicy.
This was really good. The saints need therapy now. That's what it said up in here. Meow. So I thought about when I'm like, okay, I usually ask at the end what kind of suggestions you have. What are your tips? And I'm like, I hope this goes well, because they need to have some tips. But if all of their responses are based on what they see on social media, I don't know if we want them giving tips. But y'all did good. Y'all did good. So you might have a tip or two to be able to offer someone who is entering relationship and, gold versus goal. What kind of tips would you give someone entering relationship if they are, asking you for, your opinion?
I'm not gonna lie. I think I only heard the last part of the question about what tips about word. I think for me, one of the main things is to be friends first. I think being my friend first, and us like developing a solid foundation there. I think from there, for me, it's like going to school, kind of like you go to, freshman year, sophomore year, whatever. We get to know each other. Then we graduate into a relationship, like a real relationship. Not that it has to be 4 years, whatever the case is, but I think like the dating or whatever the case is, I think you need to build a foundation of friendship first. I think there's gonna be a lot of times in a relationship where your person make you mad or you get frustrated or whatever the case is, and you because you don't have a foundation of friendship. I think it's a lot easier to just dip. It's a lot easier to leave when I'm frustrated if I don't look at you like a friend first. If I don't look at you like we have like a history of being cool for XYZ, 10 whatever case years. If we don't have that and I'm mad or I get continually frustrated, I can just leave. Because this is just a relationship that's, built off of whatever else you're going to build off of. It's not off of friendship. So I think building a friendship first and having a legitimate foundation of being able to communicate with each other, I think that is very, very, very important. That'll be my
With the goals, without the goals, with the gold, without the goal.
I don't think gold should be involved in the I don't know. I don't really know if I feel like gold should be involved in the friendship part. I don't know. I think it's more of a goal type of thing, because if we friends at this point, dang, bro, I don't know.
Should you progress from friends to more than friends if you ain't got no money?
Oh no, I think boom. I think that's when you figure all that out. When we friends, I figure out, hey, dang, how shorty be spending her money, or how she care about money, or how much does this matter to her?
Do you all really do that though?
That's what I do. If you ask my girlfriend right now, before I told her yo, we gotta be friends, and she thought I was trying to friend zone her, I wasn't trying to be with her no more. But I'm like, yo, I don't want to go forward with this joint if we're not finna be friends, because I know myself. I used to have a little bit of a temper. So if I get mad, it's if I don't got nothing that's I care about, I could just leave. Because a regular relationship, I could have that with anybody. I could just be with anybody. I could just, you feel me? So if I don't have a legitimate friendship with my partner, I don't think it's gonna work.
I think piggybacking off of him, being friends is important, but I think also being intentional. So when you're intentional about who you're dating and who you're, in community with, it makes a way for like the harder conversations, part of your goals or your goal or whatever that may be. So it opens up like that space to like talk about, I want to get married, I want to live this life and all that kind of stuff.
So I think I had asked, do you all really talk about where you are with your finances and how you spend your money, and do you really pay attention to that? I know you're saying it that it's important, but is that something you really do?
I wouldn't say that I share, but I just observe. Like, do you have your own place? Like, I feel like we're also in a weird age group where it's like not everybody has their own place, but it's like, is that a goal for you? Are you actively working towards it? If that is, how's your spending habits? Are you going out with your friends? And I won't say anything, but I'll make like mental notes, and it's like, okay, he's not serious about his goals. Look other places, because it will never work if you guys have goals. Like, if you guys are actually get into a relationship, then okay, we're trying to save up for a house, and he can't because he's going out with his friends all the time. So it's like, okay, no, I'll just have my own house, and you can visit.
But I think that's why I was saying the whole thing about like being friends first. I think even if you got like a friend that you feel like could be a potential person, and you see how they're not really moving in a way that makes sense, it's like, I think that's a comfort zone where you can still lend advice and not look weird, like, oh, I'm trying to like, mold you into that. Like, yo, I care about you as a friend, so you gotta, hey, this is not how you should be moving. So that's why I think like being friends first is so important, because you can communicate those things without the extra weight on you. You don't gotta worry about looking like, man, she's trying to get me to do this. Like, nah, we just friends right now. So as a friend, I don't think you should be doing this if this is your goals or whatever the case is. But to answer your, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I do be talking about it. My girlfriend actually makes more money than me right now, and that's the thing. I look at it as motivation for me, and to hear it from her too. She's not the type to like pressing me. Oh, you don't got no money. But at the same time, it's a conversation that we have often, because it's like the goals that we have is very similar, and like our desires are very similar also. But it's like we only gonna get there if there's money involved in this. So it's like I think that's a conversation that, and I don't know. I don't think it should happen right away, which is weird because at the same time you don't want to wait too long. But
I think it is good to wait long, because then you can see them in different seasons. So if they're down, like just seeing how they act, because some people are they'll be down and they'll just be sad, and it's like, come on, get up, and it's like, no, I just want to be broke forever, and it's like, but then other people will get into grind mode. It's like, all right, let me pick up a second job, let me work full time, both jobs, and so it's like, though I think it's good to see a person in all their, like, not all their seasons, because that's a little while, but in multiple seasons, and then decide if that's who you want to be with, because if that's not aligning with who you want to be, I feel like it's never too long to talk to somebody before making it official.
I just got another topic, though, out of Mayowa, a topic that we should explore in the future. You're talking about being friends first. That, I find, so very rarely happens. People jump in the bed right away.
Oh, you gotta have me for that.
And just cannot figure out how to be friends first. Yeah. And mess up the whole relationship within 3 weeks.
Terrible.
But that's another topic.
Yeah, that's another time. Yeah, but you
4
gotta
is
have
a
me
lot.
on.
It'd be 3.
You gotta have me on.
That's another topic down the road. But that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. To answer your question about tips, I feel like just having a healthy relationship with money is, I think for me, is what I'm growing into, what I'm learning about, what I'm looking for. Not that you're a slave to it, not that it guides you, but that it's a tool to access all your goals, And then as a person, understanding that not making it more than what it is and not making it less than what it is. Like, money is needed to get to what you're gonna do and to get to the places where you're trying to travel to, accomplish. But at the same time, I know that when I approach a woman, they're not gonna see how much is in my account. They're not gonna see what I drive. They're not gonna see where I live. They're gonna see me. Right? And I feel like that is where that goals and the intellect and the ambition, like, it takes precedent over anything that you may have, while that is still yet needed at the same time. So not making it more than what it is, but not making it less. I think it's helpful.
I'm not trying to make this longer, but does money really buy happiness? Because that's
Yes.
I'd rather cry in the bins.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
it does.
In the Benz.
Oh,
Money
she just
money
said
brings
that?
happiness.
Money can definitely buy happiness.
Mama, you don't think so?
I said this last thing. I was like,
It definitely can.
Listen, I'd rather be in a toxic relationship with a rich man than a toxic relationship with a broke man.
And that's just it. That's just it. That's just it.
Wow.
That's just it.
We in a big enough house and I can go to the other side. If we in a
I've-
showbox or a
But
Shemau
so you only happy then because you have money?
No.
No, just like I'd rather.
happier than what
Yeah.
you would've been with a
It
broke
it
man.
could buy you some happy. I'm not saying it could bring the ultimate joy in life. No, but happy is a feeling.
Exactly.
Happy
Hey,
is a feeling.
they've been lying
And
to
I am
us.
happy
All
when my
right,
bank
so
account is full.
can
been lying
money
to us.
buy fulfillment?
For a moment, bro, y'all tripping. If I get $100 million today, I am fulfilled for the next 2 years.
For field.
Four fields.
For the
bruh.
next 2?
Yeah, because
Just
I
two?
don't think.
Just 2?
I don't think. Nah, because I don't think. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think money is
What
like.
is wrong with those who have all of that money that they can do whatever they want to do and they're still committing suicide and
Exactly.
they're still waking up, taking pills and drinking. So
Word.
If
the
they was
money
broke,
didn't
they might have
fulfill
done
them?
it earlier.
Oh, snap.
No, I'm not being crass. I'm being honest. Like seriously, like I'm not saying that money could save your life, essentially, when it's all said and done and you're a depressed person or a suicidal person or whatever, but it definitely could buy you some time.
Yeah,
I
that's what
think
I'm
it
about to say.
prolongs
You can,
the process.
You can take
Yeah.
off work and you can go on a vacation. You can,
Exactly.
meditate on an island,
Somewhere.
your own island. Your own
Yeah,
island.
you could pay for the best doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could pay for the best doctor, all the medicine in the world. Like, there's a lot that money can do.
That's why I said for 2 years.
Yeah.
I know, like, it's probably, I'm starting to think about life after that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you give me $100 million today, I'm not thinking about life no more. Well, at least 2 years. I'm gonna just do what I want to do. Then I have to like calm down. Like, yo, bro, you gotta still live life now. Like, life has to go on. But $100 million.
You spent the $200 million.
Nah, I wouldn't spend the whole thing. Honestly, if I had, bro, let's not get to what I would do with $100 million right now. But if I had $100 million though, like a lot of life would. There's a lot of stress that would not exist. Like, just like.
No, that's just the truth.
$100 million, bro. Come on, y'all not finna tell me.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I mean, no, not me.
That's serious.
But-
That's serious.
I mean, yeah, if you rich and happy, but if you rich and you're not at peace, I think that's where it comes.
But
in.
I-
And it ain't because you're rich, in my
Right.
opinion.
Well, yeah, that's internal.
It's because of other life things that happen to everybody.
Right.
You
Word,
feel
money
me? Like,
money don't make nobody sad. Money don't make nobody sad.
the love of money does. The
Yeah,
greed,
if you-
the hunger, the
That's
pride.
what. But like having it, that's not like you're not finna get paid today and then be upset. Like that's not what happens. You're
Dang, I
upset
got
because
paid
of
today. I'm
what
sad.
else is taking place in life.
Watch
Money
about to
doesn't
hit.
change the scenario of what you're living in terms of like your feelings, like your emotions. Money doesn't necessarily change that permanently. I should say. It changes it for sure. Because if you give $1 million right now, Sadara, you're not gonna be in here right now. You're gonna go on vacation next week. Word. So it's gonna change a bit of your perspective, but it's not a permanent.
I was gonna say it's only gonna change it temporarily.
Yeah, it's not permanent because money is something that is
So
like.
that's why I changed it to fulfillment because fulfillment is not a temporary space.
I think.
That's why I said it can bring happiness. It can't bring fulfillment.
Yeah, I don't think.
He said momentary.
I think it
though.
could bring
He did say
momentary fulfillment.
momentary.
I will be fulfilled.
Momentarily?
Y'all are tripping.
Okay,
2
being
years.
fulfilled is when you're literally doing God's work and whatever, fulfilling your purpose. That's what
I feel like I will be able to fulfill my purpose with $100 million.
God's purpose for you.
Yo, bro, if I had $100
I'm gonna be able to
million,
fulfill my purpose starting
you're
tomorrow.
tripping.
Yeah, you'll be able to do it, but it's not when it hits your
Materialistically.
That's true.
No. I think spiritually also.
Well, I guess
joking,
if
I'm
you're
joking.
doing your kingdom assignment
joking, I'm joking.
and pouring money into the communities and the kingdom,
I'll be like, if I had
Word,
100
bro, if I had
mil,
100
everybody in this
million?
joint would be happy.
You kidding me?
we need to come to an
You
end,
get a
y'all.
meal. You get a meal. You get a meal. I'm taking
Y'all
care.
don't want to tell me
I'm
that.
taking care of everybody. You're not
Well-
gonna spend $10 million instead of 90 left. Are you kidding me?
You feel me? Because
I'm
if
taking
I get
care of
100
mad
mil
people.
and somebody on this live saying it don't make you happy,
Word.
okay, I won't give you none.
You go get one. No, I'm gonna give you some so I can show you. I'm gonna prove it.
I don't give you none.
I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna give
Since
you
you're
100.
not going to be any happier.
Oh, you said it? Mm-hmm. What's your name? Yeah, make sure she don't get none of this.
All
telling you.
right. So
We're tweaking.
This has definitely been a group here. And thank everyone for hanging in with us a whole almost half hour over time. We have lots of topics that have come out of tonight's topic. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight. Again, go ahead and like and share. Some people need to finish seeing the live in order to see if they want to like and share it. So I'm sure after seeing this particular episode, you're going to go ahead and like and share it. So take that moment now. Thank you for joining us. On next week, we are going to be talking about the kids. Deal or no deal?
I'm sorry.
Like if they have kids.
If they have kids.
We might as well. We might give like a little preview. We might give a little preview for that episode.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
If they
What?
want kids?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What?
All right,
have
y'all.
kids.
All
If they
right,
have
y'all.
kids.
We gotta
I'm
go.
sorry.
Yes, if
If they have
If they
kids.
have kids.
You're gonna be an audience.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh, I'm gonna be in the
It's a
audience.
no.
Oh, I'm gonna be in the audience next week. Same time, right? Oh, come on. I'm gonna be here. It's a super no. You kidding me? Super no.
So I have a guest for next week. It's not a panel. I have a guest, but we're going to see what she has to say about. Yeah. So, and join me Monday. Monday's mental moment. I'll give a few tips on Monday in reference to today's topic, and we will see you then. Have a good one.
See you guys. Love you guys.